Olive was standing in front of a spooky castle. It was very, very tall and very, very crooked.
Oh, I wonder who lives here.
She walked up towards the big wooden door and was about to knock, but then the door creaked open all by itself.
Hello?
Said Olive, but all she could hear was her own voice echoing back. Olive crept inside the dark castle, which was hung with lots and lots of cobwebs. There was clutter everywhere.
What the heck? This place is a complete mess. How can anyone live here? I know. I'll give it a good old clean-up.
So Olive got to work. She dusted away the cobwebs, opened the curtains, and tidied up all the clutter.
Why is all this stuff lying around? Who leaves a ball of string, some toilet roll, and a big bag of flour right in the middle of the floor? I'll tidy them up onto these shelves.
Just as Olive finished, she felt a tap on her shoulder. It made her jump.
You scared the feathers out of me!
It was a spider wearing a long black cape.
Who are you and what have you done to my castle?
Asked the spider. He didn't seem too happy.
I'm Olive. I thought the place needed a little tidying up. I hope you don't mind.
My name is Count Von Tarantula, and of course I mind. I am holding a spooktacular party in 1 hour, and the place needs to look spooky. I have been spinning those cobwebs for months. What am I going to do now? And I still need to carve the pumpkins.
Olive looked around the castle and spotted some of the things she'd tidied away.
A big ball of string. I think I may have an idea.
An idea, you say? Excellent.
I can make some new cobwebs out of this ball of string and make the castle look spooky again.
And while you're doing that, I'll go and carve a spooky pumpkin.
So Olive got to work tying and knotting the string all over the place until the room looked like a giant cobweb. It took her a long time, but eventually the whole castle was looking spooky. Count Von Tarantula returned, carrying his equally spooky carved pumpkin.
Wow, Olive, this looks fantastical. This is going to be the best spooktacular party ever. Would you like to come? Oh, but what will you wear?
Oh, yes, please.
But before Olive could finish her answer, she tripped and fell back into a wall of shelves. A big bag of flour came crashing onto her head, followed by 4 toilet rolls. Count Von Tarantula had never laughed so much.
I'm sorry, Olive. Are you okay?
Yes, I think so.
Why, Olive, you look just like a mummy. Fantastical. You will be my ghost of honor at the party.
Thanks for inviting me, Count. I didn't know a tarantula could be such a great dancer.
They both laughed, and as they did, Olive realised it was time to go.
Typical Olive, daydreaming again.
Said her mum.
Actually, I've been to a spooktacular party.
Your head's been in the sand too long, dear.
Said Olive's dad. Her little brother laughed. But Olive wasn't listening. She was already dreaming of her next big adventure.
Olive the Ostrich!
Olive was standing in the middle of a huge cornfield and had a piece of straw in her beak. Said Olive, spitting it out.
Hey, I must be in the country.
Who are?
Said a voice. Olive turned around to see a man made completely out of straw.
Hello there, I'm Scully the Scarecrow.
Hello, I'm Olive. What are you doing all alone in the middle of this cornfield?
I'm here to scare off all the birds so they don't eat the corn.
Said Scully sadly.
Why are you so sad about it? Looks to me like you're doing an excellent job.
Problem is, I love to spot birds and write them down in my notebook here. But because I'm a scarecrow, I scare them all away, so I never spot any.
But I'm a bird. I'm an ostrich, and I don't think you're scary, Scully.
Oh, are, so you are. Well, I've not spotted an ostrich before. I'd love to spot some other birds too. If I could spot 10 more today, I'd be such a happy scarecrow.
The birds are scared off when they see you, Scully. So we need to hide you from the birds in some way.
Olive looked around her. There were lots of pieces of corn lying on the ground.
Lots of corn, a scarecrow to hide. I think I may have an idea.
Olive gathered up all the corn and started sticking it all over Scully and also all over her own feathers until they were both completely covered in corn.
How's this going to help me spot birds?
Scully asked.
Watch and see.
Olive and Scully walked across the cornfield until they reached a large oak tree. A little blue bird flew down and landed on one of the branches.
Oh, our blue tit!
Exclaimed Scully, writing it down in his notebook.
One bird spotted.
Said Olive.
You see, it's working. The blue tit wasn't scared of you.
This is great.
Olive and Scully walked past a hedge at the side of the field. Two birds flew down and landed on the hedge.
That's a robin and that's a blackbird.
Said Scully, writing them down too.
2 and 3 birds spotted.
As they walked down the path, they reached a farmer's tractor sitting in the field. 3 birds flew down and landed on the tractor.
Chaffinch, sparrow, pigeon.
Cried Scully as he wrote.
4, 5, 6 birds spotted.
Then they walked down past the barn, and as they did, 4 more birds landed on the barn's roof right above them.
Crow, jackdaw, dove, magpie.
Said Scully, scribbling in his notebook.
7, 8, 9, 10 birds spotted.
Cried Olive.
Oh, thanks, Olive. With this corn disguise, I've managed to spot 10 birds today.
Olive and Scully walked back into the middle of the cornfield. But something very odd was happening. All the birds Scully had spotted were flying around above them. Then they all landed on Olive and Scully and began to eat the corn.
No, they're eating our disguises.
Soon the hungry birds had eaten away all the corn.
I suppose you're going to get scared and fly away now.
But the birds didn't move.
We're not scared of you anymore. You've given us all this nice corn to eat, so we know you're friendly.
Chirped the little robin.
Oh, now I can spot birds all day, every day.
Maybe you should call yourself Scully, but not Scarecrow.
Chuckled Olive. They both laughed, and as they did, Olive realised it was time to go.
Typical Olive, daydreaming again.
Said her mum.
Actually, I've been helping a scarecrow spot birds.
Your head's been in the sun too long, dear.
Said Olive's dad. Her little brother laughed. But Olive wasn't listening. She was already dreaming of her next big adventure.